We should all be
feminists.
An interesting way in starting off your video. Care to explain why we should all be feminists? In a less creepy way, if you don't mind.
We teach girls to shrink themselves.
to make themselves smaller.
How exactly? How exactly are girls taught to shrink themselves when in today's society girls are actually being taught that they are better than boys, that they deserve better?
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
If girls are taught not to have a lot of ambition, then how can we see female politicians, highly paid female actors, female athletes who strive for gold medals, or the many women in certain positions of power and influence? If they didn't have ambition, then we wouldn't see these women at all anywhere in our society.
You should aim to be successful, but not too successful.
Otherwise, you will threaten the man.
Maybe back in the 1950s, certainly, but we've moved on since then. If women were taught not to have ambition or not to seek success, then we wouldn't have women in position of power and influence as we do today.
Because I am female.
And now it's getting creepy again, as they stand there silently judging you, like sentinels to the underworld. Or am I reading too much into this?
I am expected to aspire to marriage.
I am expected to make my life choices.
Always keeping in mind that marriage is the most important.
I swear you people need the doctor's Tardis. Yes, perhaps in the 1950s young girls were taught that marriage was important, but the aspiration of marriage has been downplayed over the last few years. Young girls are taught that they should put career before marriage. Many women are putting marriage and children off until later life to find success in whatever job or career they choose. Maybe some women in later life get pressured or pushed by friends and family into finding companionship. Fine, but I say that it's up to the woman at that point because she's a grown-ass woman.
Now, marriage can be a source of joy and love and mutual support.
But why do we teach girls to aspire to marriage?
And we don't teach boys the same.
Well, we do, but we teach it in a different context. We teach boys that they should find a job or a career so that they can provide for their wife and children later on down the line if they choose to get married. They are taught to go out and work 60-hour weeks so that they can provide shelter, food and warmth for the family. They are taught to be disposable for society.
We raise girls to see each other as competitors.
Not for jobs or accomplishments.
Which I think can be a good thing.
But for the attention of men.
And men have the same sort of competition when looking for a woman's attention. Or another man's attention, whichever way you swing, love.
We teach girls that they can't be sexual beings in the way that boys are.
This is where feminism gets its wires crossed, in my opinion. Because there are different sects of feminism, sex positive and sex negative feminism, different messages are being put across. At one end we have women embracing their sexuality, while at the other end we're being told that we shouldn't objectify women and that sex is bad. So what messages should we be listening to?
Feminist.
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 Just because you say feminism over and over and over and over again doesn't make me magically become a feminist. In fact, what it's actually doing is making you all look like the Borg, the Geth, and every other type of hive mind that there is.
The person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes.
Well, originally, feminism was about fighting for and protecting female rights. Well, that's what it was originally. Now, many people see it as a movement that is for female superiority and the belittlement of men. Well, that's how I see it nowadays.
A feminist is a man or a woman who says,
Yes, there is a problem with gender as it is today.
And we must fix it.
Yeah, some people say that there are 76 of them. There is only 2. How about you stop demanding what everybody should be and have a discussion of different ideas and opinions? Maybe you'll get somewhere. Before I end this video, guys, I need to say something. Recently, I'm sure you've noticed that I've been a bit out of sorts. First off, I would like to thank everyone who supported me through that time. People like Irate Bear, Manic Idiot, Omegon and many others. I thank you and I don't deserve you guys. But because of recent events, it has forced me to bite the bullet and create a Patreon account. Right now, my life is in somewhat of a tumbleweed situation to the point where I don't know where I'm going. Any support that you could give, I would be extremely grateful for. And with that, I finish this video, guys. Leave your comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Bye, guys. 交わした約束忘れないよ